Hello, in this video we are going to learn how to find the zeros and how to verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Over here we can see that the first one is px is equal to x square minus 2x minus 8. Now if you factorize this, we get the factors as x minus 4 into x plus 2, because we can split the middle term as minus 4 and plus 2. Now if we consider the roots as alpha and beta, so over here alpha, the first root is 4 and the second root is minus 2. Now remember one thing, in order to find the zeros, we plug each factor equal to 0. So we put x minus 4 equal to 0, we get x equal to 4, and we put x plus 2 equal to 0, we get x equal to minus 2. Now to verify the relationship, what do? Is we first find alpha plus beta, which is 4 minus 2, and that is 2, and alpha into beta is 4 into minus 2, and that is minus 8. We also then find out the values of c by a and minus b by a. Now minus b by a is equal to, now we know the value of a is the coefficient of x square, so a is 1 and b is negative 2, so minus of minus 2 upon 1, which is equal to 2. And c by a, c is the constant term, that's negative 8 over 1, and that's minus 8. And therefore alpha plus beta is minus b by a, and alpha beta is c by a, and then we write hence verified. In a similar way, we would like to factorize the second one, px. Now over here the quadratic polynomial is not given in the standard form, so we first need to convert this into a standard form. So it is 6x square minus 7x minus 3. Now in order to factorize this, we need to split the middle term minus 7 into two parts, which give us minus 18 when multiplied. So we have minus 9 and 2, so 6x square minus 9x plus 2x minus 3. You get 3x common, 2x minus 3 plus 1 common, 2x minus 3, and that is equal to 2x minus 3 into 3x plus 1. And so we get the value of alpha is equal to, by putting each of these factors equal to 0, the first one we get 3 by 2 and beta we get as minus 1 by 3. Now we will find out alpha plus beta, which is 3 by 2 minus 1 by 3, and that is 3 3s are 9, minus 2 is 7 over 6, and alpha beta is 3 by 2 into minus 1 by 3, and that is equal to minus 1 by 2. Now we will find out minus b by a, which is minus of minus 7 upon 6, and that gives it 7 by 6, and c by a is equal to minus 3 over 6, and that is minus 1 by 2, and therefore alpha plus beta is minus b by a, and alpha beta is c by a, hence verified. In the third case, now this is an important one. Normally we get confused because there are only two terms given in the equation. Now if there are only two terms, there will be either a positive in between or a negative in between. If there is a positive in between, it relates to the question which we are going to do now. If there is a negative in between, what do? We'll talk about it in the other question. Now over here we get 4u common, so u plus 2. Now when we find the zeros, normally the students forget about this u, but we know we have two factors, one is u and the other is u plus 2. So we need to put both of them equal to 0. So for u equal to 0, 1 0 is 0, and for u plus 2 it becomes minus 2, So alpha is 0 and beta is minus 2. So if you talk about alpha plus beta, it is minus 2. If you talk about alpha beta, it is 0. Now talking about minus b by a. Now b over here, there is it's 8, minus 8 over a is 4. So this is minus 2. And c over a. Now there is no c, so it will be 0. And therefore alpha plus beta is minus b by a and alpha beta is c by a. Hence verified. Now in the last case, we just have two terms. pt is equal to t square minus 15. Now whenever you have two terms with a negative in between, either you will get something common or you will use the basic formula of a square minus b square. So what do we do is we first make it look like a square minus b square. Now we know 15 can be written as root 15 the whole square. And factorizing this, a square minus b square is a minus b, a plus b, t minus root 15, t plus root 15. And that gives alpha as root 15 and beta as minus root 15. Now looking at alpha plus beta, root 15 minus root 15, and that is equal to 0. And alpha beta is root 15 into minus root 15, and that is equal to minus 15. Now minus b by a. Now b over here is 0, so 0 over 1, and that is equal to 0. And c by a is equal to minus 15 over 1, and that's minus 15. And therefore alpha plus beta is minus b by a and alpha beta is c by a. So once again we have verified the relationship between the roots. I'm sure all of you must have enjoyed this and understood the concept. Thank you.